What's going on, family? Samuel Genus here with Predict Your Business, where I help entrepreneurs wear less hats and grow their business in a more predictable way. In today's video, I want to talk to you about the importance of security. The importance of security. All right, let's do this. Now, I know some of you are like, oh my God, he has a gun. Yeah, it's not a fake gun, it's a real gun. But I think, hey, we got to have serious discussions about security because you got to understand that in your community, everybody's not nice. In your community, everybody's not holy. In your community, everybody is not looking out for your best interest, the best interest of the community. There are people who simply want to take away from you to make their life better. They want to steal from people, rob people, destroy things. They want to bring in, they want to capitalize off of your success. They want to bring in negative elements around your success. And if you're not careful, their negativity will bring down the value of your business, the value of your location, the values of your products and services, and your customers will bypass you because your environment is no longer safe, right? So I want to make sure that you understand the importance of security, surrounding yourself and making sure that you're safe, making sure that your investments are safe, making sure that your environment, your building is safe, your place where you're doing your events are safe, make sure that your products are safe, and even your customers. You want your customers to feel safe when they are around you, all right? And so you even need to make sure that your data is safe. Like this can't protect your data, but you want to make sure your data is safe from cybersecurity. You want to have like cybersecurity and things of that nature to protect your data, right? Because data is king, and if you lose your data, you lose everything. So here's what I just want you to be thinking about this stuff because, you have to make sure, even some of you have brick and mortar stores, you have retail stores, and some of you are in the real estate business, and you have like apartments, you have real estate houses, you're trying to create a subdivision. You want to make sure that that environment is safe. Because once the negative element comes in, once drugs comes in, once crime comes in, once prostitution comes in, once negative loitering comes in, gangs come in, I'm just trying to be as real as I can get, right? Once those things come in, it lowers your value. It lowers the value of that area. Right? It just lowers the value. It lowers the property value. It lowers the value of, the businesses. People don't want to shop there anymore because it's no longer safe. They'd rather go to a different mall or they'd rather go to a different location. And so you need to be thinking about security. Seriously, you need to be thinking about security. Some of you are public speakers and stuff like that. You need to be thinking about security. You don't need to be looking over your shoulder. You need to have a bodyguard or somebody there to kind of like, make sure that people don't get too close. Make sure that, and the only people who get close are the ones who get past security, because we don't live, let's just be honest, we don't live in a perfect world. I'm just being honest with you. We don't live in a perfect world. Go to places like, Beverly Hills, go to places like Wall Street, go to, rich neighborhoods. You're going to notice that, there's some security there. And if you don't believe me, do something stupid. And before you know it, a neighborhood security will show up and eventually the police department will show up. And so that's because they take security very important. They don't want anybody messing up their environment. They don't want anybody bringing any kind of negativity to their environment. That's why people have gated communities and things of that nature. They don't want people, messing up their environment. And I'm gonna say to you, we need to do the same thing. We don't want people just coming in and being a knucklehead and just messing up what we work so hard to get. We don't want to just build something with our blood, sweat, and tears and our time and our resources, and then some idiot is just going to come in, somebody who don't know no better with no home training or whatever it is, or who just don't even care about training, don't care about you, don't care about other people. They just only care about themselves and their success, and they are hurt you so that they can thrive and so that they can win. And so you got to think about security. All right, you got to think about security. You may have to network with the police department in your area. right? Because let's be honest, when you go through some of the neighborhoods, some of the African American neighborhoods, right? Some of these spots are rough, and some of you are trying to get your A game on. You're trying to do better, right? You're trying to grow, but then you got some dude down the street who's either selling drugs. You got some dude down the street who's, bothering people, causing violence. You got some dude down the street who's vandalizing. You got some other dude down the street, who's just doing stupid stuff, and you got gang stuff going on. You got just regular neighborhood stuff going on. You got little kids doing dumb pranks and stuff like that, and just crazy stuff. And you just need to set the environment. You know what I mean? You just need to set the environment and bring a level of security. And if you notice, when you look at places where gentrification takes place, you notice that one of the first things they bring in that neighborhood is security. They bring the police department into that neighborhood because remember, the neighborhood went down, and so people have come in with security, with police department, and they try to clean up the area, get the people off the corners and all that kind of stuff. Then the real estate developers come in and they buy up the land and they start building it up, and before you know it, the value of that neighborhood went up, and all the poor people can't afford it, so they move out, right? But all I'm telling you is that, hey, we can clean up our own neighborhoods. I mean, we can clean up our own neighborhoods. We just have to be willing to protect what we worked for. We just have to be willing to protect. And I'm not talking about being a vigilante. I'm not talking about, trying to be like some, superhero, because understand, if you shoot me, I'm gonna bleed. If you cut me, I'm gonna bleed, and I die just as fast as the next man. So I'm not no superhero. So I'm not trying to be a superhero, right? I'm simply saying that we need to be men. That's what I'm basically. We need to be men. We need to be, you women need to be women, and we need to protect what we worked so hard for. Right? I know you're not going to hear a lot of other marketers and people talking about this, but I'm just keeping it real because I know the condition of the African American community. We have some areas that are nice and we have some areas that are not so nice, and the good people have to make, I can't look to the bad people to fix our community. I have to look to the good people to fix our community. So I'm encouraging you good people. Sometimes people are good, but you're afraid. Right? Sometimes you're good, but you're passive. You're good, but you don't want to snitch. And I'm gonna tell you right now, snitching saves lives. I know that people have this code word. No, I'm not gonna snitch. Look, I'm telling you right now, snitching saves lives. Snitching keeps your community healthier. Right? Because you just got to understand it. Even in the Bible, there's a passage that says, "Mark them that cause division among you." Mark them. In other words, note that person who's causing the problems in your neighborhood. Note that person who's causing the problems in your church, right? Note that person who's causing the problems in your community, on your team. Note those people in your business. Note those people who's a knucklehead. Note those people who's causing problems, who's a little bit stubborn and rebellious. Note those people who don't want to get with the program. Note those people, who want to destroy what you're trying to build. Right? Those people, if you can't rehabilitate them, then you got to get rid of them. And I'm not saying go around shooting people. I'm just basically saying you just got to think about security. This all I'm saying is this represents security. That's all I'm saying. Get yourself some bodyguards, get yourself some plain clothes security. Just think about security. How do I keep myself safe? How do I keep my store safe? How do I keep my products safe? How do I keep my data safe? How do I keep my event that I'm having at this hotel safe? How do I keep my customers safe? How do I keep my messengers and my delivery men safe as they're delivering packages from one place to the next? You know what I mean? You got to think about that. How many of y'all seen people delivering, picking up money from a store to bring it to the bank? Those people got, they got security. They ain't just walking around with a bag of money. They're walking around with a bag of money and a truck full of money, but they also walking around with some guns, right? Because they know that there's some crazy people in our society who's willing to take what don't belong to them. They're willing to take what don't belong to them. And the last time I checked, all black people are not holy. We got some people in our own community who will shoot you in the head. We got people in our own community who will take your hard-earned money. We got people in our own community who will rob you right after you get paid. We got people in our own community who will take your car that you work so hard to get, who will destroy your business that you work so hard to get, who will break into your store, break into your home, and it's reality. They will do this stuff. And all I'm saying is, we got to not only be entrepreneurs, but we also, as entrepreneurs, we got to start making some money so we can hire security. Right? We got to make enough money where we can hire security, where we can say, you know what, let's make sure that this environment is safe. You know, we don't mean nobody no harm, you know, and we hope nobody means us any harm, but we need to protect our investment. We don't need people coming in our neighborhoods and in our place of business, you know, destroying it, vandalizing it, making it look worse. We don't need nobody messing up our grass. We don't need nobody messing up our walls. We don't need nobody messing up our paint and you know, and the things we create. We just don't need nobody doing that stuff. And so think about security, all right? Think about security. I think that's pretty much it. Think about security. Get yourself a gun. Get yourself a shotgun. Get yourself some, situational awareness training. Hire a bodyguard. Hire security. You know what I mean? Hire personnel who can help you create a safer environment. All right. So I just want to share that with you. Protect your investment, protect your business, protect yourself as you build your wealth. Because as you build your wealth, the scavengers are going to come. Right? Let's just be honest. As you build your wealth, the scavengers are going to come, and they're not always friendly. All right. So you just got to be mindful of those things. Okay. This is Samuel Genus with Predict Your Business. I will see you in the next video. Take care.